Okay, students, so today we are going to participate in what is called a Socratic seminar. Our theme for today is identity, environment, and choice. We are going to work on engaging in a collaborative discussion using evidence to analyze how environment and choice shape identity. Our essential question is, to what extent does a person's environment shape their identity, and how much is determined by individual choice? My people on the outside of the rectangle, make sure that you are taking notes throughout the discussion, because this is going to be the evidence you pull from, including our two texts and real life experiences to respond to this as your essay prompt. All right, throughout the discussion, make sure that you use evidence from centers, Still I Rise, and real life. Make sure that you build on or challenge someone else's ideas. Ask questions if you have them. We want to have a deep conversation, not just surface level. Speak clearly and respectfully. Again, make sure you are using evidence. Make sure you're responding. Make sure everyone says something. Don't just throw a comment out. Add to extend the conversation. People on the outside, if there's something you want to comment on, raise your hand, get your comment out, and then we'll move on. All right, just real quick, this is on the bottom of your preparation sheet, the sentence starters. If you agree with something, you can say, I agree with because, I would like to add, so forth and so on. All right, our first question. Are people shaped more by their environment or their choices? Explain. Anybody want to volunteer to go first?
Alright, so I say they shaped by both because sometimes you can get so used to what you did in your environment, it's gonna stick with you. But on the other hand, some people may want out of their environment, so they gonna make choices to get out of that environment.
Anybody want to add to that?
Well, I'll put your environment influences what you see and experience.
Okay. So if our environment is going to affect how we see things and the choices that we make, how does that tie into what this young man said? So how you grew up is going to do what?
Affect your choices.
Affect how you make,
Choices.
affect how you view,
Life.
how you view life. It can change your perspective. Anybody disagree?
No, sir.
Anybody want to add anything?
No, sir.
No. Continue.
Anybody have a challenge?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, we'll move on. All right, how do smoke and stack represent different responses to the same environment? Now, before we answer this, remember, smoke was the character that wore blue. Stack was the character that wore red. Stack is the character that becomes a vampire at the end of the movie.
Alright, so basically, Smoke, um, he more of the thought process twin. Like he think about his action before he do it. And Stat, he just do whatever he gonna do and live with the consequence.
He's basically the red is thick.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically, I can say I can say he full of life because he just experienced life.
Mm-hmm.
I say having fun. That's why he didn't really just care for me.
Okay, so to go off of this, during our silent debate, someone said that they felt Stack was more representative of freedom and Smoke was more representative of responsibility. Would you all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone tell me why.
Cause
Good.
Smoke took on the role as the protector after he killed the dad, because the dad used to beat on them, but he used to beat on Stack the worst. So after he killed his dad, he became the protector and the provider and all that type of stuff. So he had to take on the responsibility.
Are there other instances in the film where we see Smoke take on a protector role?
Yeah.
Yes.
When?
Towards the end of the movie.
When he was finna kill him.
Oh,
Nah, I ain't gonna say when he was finna kill him. I say when like when basically with that money situation, when he was telling them that they can't keep taking plantation money because it ain't gonna last long. Eventually they gonna run out of basically what they trying to do their business.
Or when he helped Sammy.
Oh, yeah.
Their power trying to get him in the war. Okay.
and then at the end of the movie, when instead of Smoke killing Stack, he locked him up in the little barn thing, and then let him stay in there until he killed all the KKK people. So when he left, he'll be alive.
I feel like Stack is the blue, right?
Stack
No,
is
no,
red.
Smoke. I feel like, cause you know he had a child when he died, so I feel like as they say when he's taking, like he's more responsible than Stack because like he almost had a child and he had.
And he experienced
And
the
he
loss.
had
Yeah.
that paternal instinct
Yeah.
almost. That's good. That's good. I like it. What message does Still I Rise send about overcoming your environment? Remember, Still I Rise is our poem by Maya Angelou.
Still I Rise, it talks about how you can overcome things even though, or how you can overcome your environment no matter how difficult it is. Yeah.
Anybody want to add? Can you give us an example of when it talks about that?
In the poem, where she would say something. Can't exactly remember the poem how
You
it
can
went.
first.
I can't remember.
If you can't remember, it's okay. But I will ask this
Yeah, I
question.
did, but I
So
was trying to think.
it's okay. So Still I Rise talks about overcoming your environment. Let's tie it back to Sinners. So I think that's what everybody is more so familiar with because we didn't spend that long with Still I Rise. In Sinners, which character between the twins and Sammy represents overcoming your environment the most?
Sammy,
Same.
Why?
cause he like
Hold on, time out. Was it Sam and the little?
Sammy
yeah,
was the one that played the
little
guitar.
church
guitar.
boy, preacher boy.
Mm-hmm. Preacher boy.
I don't think he overcame his environment well, cause like did he really come up bad? He came in church.
But he can't.
No,
he
I'm
was
saying like
he,
he's saying like throughout the movie, or like basically what they went through, like what he went through for that young age, basically.
So you saying
He
like
came up
when he
with
got
the music,
older,
yeah.
they showed him at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I say he
I
was
feel
more
like-
wiser.
I feel like he overcame that environment because he still
He
continued
want-
to move on in life. He still played his music.
And he
and all that
wants
type of
he ain't
stuff.
live in fear basically, cause like even though he didn't know whether they was alive or not,
Yeah.
but he didn't live his life in fear even after he went through all that.
I will say you do make a good point though, because there is a different situation when we bring in religion. Yes, he grew up in the church, so you would think he does have that better background to be able to overcome. But even with him not living in fear, remember, what did he say every once and again happened?
He would remember that night or something.
And
like
he
that.
would kind of be paralyzed in fear.
Yeah.
So there were times where he was fearful, but that's just another example of him overcoming that environment.
Right.
Our last question: can someone truly escape their environment? Why or why not?
No,
Yes.
yes and no, but mainly no.
Yes.
Let's go with you first.
Well, there's two ways they can.
Yeah.
I say yes and no, cause you can escape an environment, like you can move on from that place and move somewhere else, but like a place where you come from will always be a part of you. There's just something that stick with you. Like you can't not learn. You can learn how to cook, but you can't forget how to cook. Basically, like you
I-
can learn. Like somebody teach you something, it's gonna stick with you. Basically,
The example I think will work with that is
never forget.
you'll never forget how to ride a bike.
yeah.
I say sometimes you can physically move on from something, but mentally it still may be there mentally. Athletes, you can want to move on from being in the hood or want to get your family out the hood, but their mental state still gonna be, I gotta get us out of here. So that's gonna be the thing that's encouraging you to move out.
Just push me.
Yeah.
All right, you had something you want to add?
No. She basically, it's so both they said. It just, you could be traumatized from some stuff. Like, you can move on, but you still, in the back of your head, like, you're traumatized from. So you try to, like, regroup yourself. Like, try to
Move on from it.
move on. And try to, like, I don't know, just try to.
We have athletes in the room. Give me an example of an athlete that was able to escape their environment in a way.
LeBron,
How?
he grew up without a father, and his mom was a crackhead. So like, he wanted better, and he knew to get better he had to work and get out of that. So he worked and he became
What
an
he
NBA
is.
star.
Anybody else want to give an example? Can somebody maybe give us an example from the poem? From Still I Rise? Or if not Still I Rise, can someone give an example even from what you go through in school?
I don't know how to compare it to this.
I mean,
School.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
School,
know
I
how to-
mean, like,
Well, like I see if you would have said if somebody was bullying you at school. then you
Okay,
could try
we
to
can go
compare.
with it. Let's go with
Yeah,
it.
like people probably like if you was getting bullied at school, you won't want to come to school. So the school will be the environment you trying to escape, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Or
that could be an example.
on same note, it could be like you would want to escape the environment, but you want to escape whatever they're bullying you about. Like say for instance, you got a big head or whatever and a little body. So basically you'll be trying to, what can I do to get my body to fit my head or whatever? You feel me?
It kind of goes back to LeBron. In every situation, I think we talked about there is a mental and then there's a physical. You can physically escape the environment, but mentally, it's always going to stick with you, even back to sinners. Physically, Sammy was able to go on, become famous, use everything he learned in the main part of the film to build this elaborate career. Mentally, every now and again, he was still back in that time when vampires were trying to kill him, right? Okay, so everyone, before we get ready to go, what I want you all to do, I want you to take a few minutes and think about everything we talked about, and I want you to pick out one point that was made that you agree with, one point that was made that you disagree with, tell why, and provide a little evidence. All right? 5 minutes.